we moved house. Welcome to the vlog. The last 2 weeks have been absolutely insane between doing the commute from this new place to the old place, doing all the cleaning for that house, moving everything out, moving everything in here, and then unpacking as much as I could, as quickly as I could. Let's just say your girl was severely sleep deprived for a solid week there. Delirium doesn't even come close, but here we are. So now that moving is out of the way, we are in the last month of the year, which means it's reset and refresh time for the new year, which is like my favorite part. So let's get our vision boards made, set up our planners and organizational books and systems for the new year, and do some resetting as well. Now, this office space is very much still a work in progress. It is probably the most unfinished room in our house so far. That is mostly due to the fact that I don't have a bookshelf yet to be able to put all of my trinkets and books onto. But as soon as that is sorted, my office will just fall into blissful organization and decor setup will be complete. But until then, it is very chaotic in here. So we're just going to focus on my desk, which is pretty much mostly set up, and I'm going to show you physical organization for the year. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so we are not focusing on that area right now, but here is the stack of my organization for 2026. This year, 2025, has been insane. It has literally just been so crazy in me just falling back to my roots of who I really am at my core and how I can express that online to everyone. And it has just felt like coming home to myself again. So I guess it makes a lot of sense why I have kind of reverted very much back to physical media, because it's been something I've always loved. And now I just find myself coming back to it and realizing that that is exactly what I love using the most. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not giving up on my Notion or whatsoever. Notion is staying, but I have gone predominantly back to physical media for my organization and planners. So first up, I picked up this beautiful little book from Kmart and I love her so much. Now, this is going to predominantly be my goals and I guess a bit of journaling and things like that in this one. So I've already started filling her out in preparation for the new year. So we have our rundown of 2026, what angel number really feels like it aligns. Before I dive into this, I just want to say that I have never felt more aligned with my goals before than I do for this year. Like, it literally, setting goals has always been something that I've struggled with because I knew a generalized form of what I wanted, but I didn't really know how to be specific about it or how to actually achieve specifically what I wanted. But this year was so different. I wrote out my goals in like a couple of minutes, just basically as long as it took to get from my brain onto paper, and it was done. And I was like, yeah, this is it. This is exactly what I want. I know how to get there now. I have the tools. I have the actionable steps. Literally nothing can hold me back. But I also wanted to be so intentional about everything to do with the year. A theme to carry through for 2026, as well as like an associated angel numbers, some associated affirmations or manifestations for the year, even a color scheme. Like, I'm just so excited for this new year and to be so present and intentional about it. So I'm going to share this with you. And my angel numbers for this year is 888. It symbolizes balance, like everything falling into place as it's meant to be. And honestly, that just feels so real for this year coming because, so this year was a year 9, right? And also year of the snake. So there was a lot of shedding going on. There was a lot of getting rid of things that don't serve you, that don't align with you, and I felt that. I felt that a lot this year. I've never had more shedding in my life in every aspect of it. And I couldn't be more grateful because I have never felt so aligned with what I want to do, where I want to go, and how I want to do it. And that's because leading into 2026 is a year 1 year and also year of the horse, which means it is a fresh cycle, new beginnings, movement forward, alignment, returning to truth, as well as things like beauty, passion, powers, and opportunities. And so I felt like 888, balance, and everything falling into place as it's meant to, it just worked so perfectly with that, and it just felt so right. So for me, that is the angel numbers that I'm associating with 2026. And just like in alignment with all these things, my theme for this year coming is leveling up and adventure and joy, as well as intention. Intentionally fulfilling dreams and working on goals and making things a reality that currently are not. I'm really focusing on affirmations and manifestations that also mesh really well into this whole thing too. And so that is the first page of this book and how I filled that one out. And then I broke down into categories of my life: health and fitness, wellness, my author goals, general hobbies, my content creator goals, and my cosplay goals. I wrote down all those things in their separate categories and wrote down the goals and things that I want to achieve or do better and work on in this new year. And then to make things a little bit more realistic for myself, I have broken the year down into segments of 3 months, right? Which aligns pretty perfectly with the seasons as well, because I really want to focus in on being more intentional about celebrating the seasons while they're here. That's why we're currently in Plot Girl Summer, and we will be enjoying Plot Girl Summer. And then when the winter arc arrives, we will be taking that a little bit slower, not pushing as hard, using that time to rest and recuperate to be able to power on through the rest of the year. But so I've broken down each month within the 3 months and the goals and things that I want to achieve there, and I've tried to keep it as realistic as possible, because what I seem to do every year is set big goals with no actionable steps and a little bit too, like, I can't achieve those things, right? And then I get really upset when I don't achieve those goals. So we're setting up achievable steps and breaking them down into the different arcs of the year, because life is one big side quest. And then I've also put down things like my social media schedule, how many times I want to be posting a week, a month, whatever it is, and broke that down into the different categories as well. So there's lots of space in this book to keep filling in things like that. It's basically like the life journal planner extension that is going to go along with my planner. And then we have this beauty who is my ideas book. So as you can see, I've already started like tagging in different colors. There's only 2 colors because we're not going too crazy with this, right? It's YouTube ideas and Instagram ideas, basically. To summarize, I am breaking down the structure of my YouTube videos and ideas in here so that I have notes for when I am creating my YouTube videos, and then I'm also putting in my batch ideas for like my Instagram content and things like that. I'm also putting in when I have like product ideas and things, because your girl wants to start making some serious money this new year, so we are figuring out all the ways to do that. And then I also have a bunch of branding in here as well. That's one big thing that I've been working on this year, is just identifying my brand and how closely that can align to who I am as a person, and then how I kind of put that into social media, if that makes sense. Yeah, words, whatever. But yeah, so this is a really exciting big dreams, plans, content ideas book where all of the breakdowns of content that I'm making goes into this one. And now to the beautiful purple themed planner. If you can't already guess what color scheme I am associating with this new year with, then I don't know what to tell you, but it's definitely purple. I'm obsessed with this planner. It's beautiful, and look at the inside cover, it's got flowers on it. I love it so much. Now, I've already put this, which is folded up. I won't be reading this to you because this is very personal, but it is what my ultimate dream life, like day in the dream life, looks like, right? And so I've typed that out, printed it out, and it's going in here as a reminder for all the things that I'm working towards and what I want to achieve and what I already have that I want in my dream life and that already exists now, so that I can celebrate those things and keep working towards that. So I love this weekly layout as well. It's very functional, which we love, very productive, and it has all the cute little tabs on the side for each month, and then an overall month breakdown, which we also love. And then finally, we have these two. So this is just an extra notebook that I have that I got from a collaboration with Burger, and it is honestly such a high quality notebook that I've been scared to use it. So like I've put a couple little notes in the first few pages, but I haven't really used it yet. So this year I'm making an effort to actually use the things that I haven't used. So if you know, with notebooks, it'd be like that. So I'm actively using all of the notebooks I have now, which I'm so proud of myself for. But yeah, this is going to be a general notes, journaling, you name it. I'm a use this bad boy. And then the tablet. So using this a lot more this year for product designing and art, and also for like access to my Notion and maybe a little bit editing depending. So yeah, she is going to get a lot more use this year. Vision boards are just so exciting because it gives you such like a visual representation of the goals that you want to achieve and the things you want to do with your life. And especially if you put it in places like on your computer screensaver or your tablet, your phone, as well as printing out one and putting it on the wall too, because I just think the more you can see your dream life and the goals you want to achieve and stuff, the more you're going to actively be focusing on that and working on those things as well. So that's why I love a vision board, because it is like visual manifestation of what you're looking for in your life and what you want. I have, however, very much made a few of my vision boards in the past extremely on the aesthetic side, and knowing that there was things on there that I was not going to achieve in that year. And I think that kind of it did sort of affect my view of like my successes and stuff like that. So this year's vision board is very specific. I'm sort of categorizing them into the specific goals that I really want to achieve this year, and associating them with, you know, like phrases or words or actions and things like that. And yeah, so my vision board's going to look slightly different this year, but in a good way, and I'm really excited for that. So yeah, I feel like we should get into making that. I have been a busy little bee, and the office is almost done. I am going to add my art prints to like the corner wall section, and then she's ready to go. I have been trying to get everything done before Christmas, which is only a couple of days away now, and time is creeping up on me. So I have been working like crazy, doing all the decluttering and prepping for the new year, working through all of my emails, all of my like refreshing my favorites, like bookmarks, and slowly going through my social media as well. It is a really time-consuming thing when you don't stay on top of it. So if there's something else I want to take into the new year, that is staying on top of organization for things like that. Now my vision board is done, as you can see in the background. I will give you a little run through of what that looks like as well. I am so stoked with the way my vision board looks. I'm really in love with it. So without further ado, let's look at my vision board. I will run you through that, as well as my social media posting schedule page that I'm printing out, and then I'll give you a quick tour of the room. I'll do a proper office tour video in January though, once the posters are up and things like that. But for now, so you can see properly, I will give you a quick tour. Well, I hope you're as excited for the new year as I am, and I still have a bunch of things to get through, so I should really get back to that. But thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope it has inspired you with organization and vision boards for the new year, setting goals, and just being all round excited for the opportunities that are awaiting us in the new year. And I would love to hear about your goals and your aspirations for the new year, so make sure you pop them down in the comments, and I will catch you in the next video. Mwah!